Hello, my name is Devin Phillips, and I'm a student here at Widener University, and this is my psychosocial interview today. I will be interviewing my friend who is acting as a character named Cory Booker, who is currently addicted to cocaine. We're going to begin the assessment now. Hello, how are you doing today, Mr. Booker? Can I ask you what brings you in today to this facility?
I have a problem with cocaine use.
And would you say that's your main problem, that you have a problem with cocaine use?
Yes.
Okay. And are you able to rate this problem on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being like, not really a problem, and 10 being a very big problem.
9.
A 9? And how long do you think you have been on this level for, like this amount of time?
For the last 3 years, I think.
3 years? So the last 3 years, you'll say that you've been at about a 9?
Yes.
And was it ever higher before, or was it gradually increasing over time?
Gradually increased over time.
And can I just briefly ask you, how long have you been using cocaine for?
For the past 18 years.
Past 18 years. Past 18 years. And just to verify, how old are you right now?
I am 42.
42. So you've been using cocaine for the past 18 years.
Yeah.
And can we just ask you, when you started using your cocaine, was it how often did you start? And was it like a weekly basis at first, a monthly, a yearly? And when did it progress to? You said the last few years it's been a serious problem. But can you just briefly describe like your habitual use of cocaine throughout the last 18 years?
Well, it started out when I was a child or younger, in my early teens, and it was introduced to me at a party, and it kind of just spiraled from there. It would be a couple times a day, and then it turned into progressively worse and worse over the years.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, before we continue discussing your addiction, I just want to ask you a few questions about your life. I'm going to first start asking about questions about your family. What is your current relationship like with your family? Your mother, your father, and any siblings?
My mother left me to my dad. My dad travels, and my grandma was the only one to take care, and she recently just passed away.
Okay. Are you like close to any of your extended family? I mean, I know you just briefly said that you were close to your grandma and then she passed away, but anyone outside other than your grandma, are you considered close to her as emotional support to you?
I am not.
All right. Would you say you have like a strong social support when it comes to your friends?
Uh, yes.
Yes. Okay. Are you involved in like any community groups, such as like involved in a church or some type of volunteer agency or anything along those lines that give you another community support, emotional support via that way?
I used to be. I am not anymore.
Okay. And can I ask what did you used to be involved in?
Uh, Church groups, youth groups.
Okay. All right. As we go along, can we just briefly describe your job history? Are you currently employed? If so, for how long? And where else were you working at before? In the
I
past?
am employed now. I used to work at Bojangles, and now I am a building technician for branches of Hardee's along the East Coast.
Building technician. And how long have you been working as a building technician for?
For the past 8 years.
Past 8 years. Okay. And can you just briefly describe your educational history? What's the highest level of education you obtained in your life?
I have my GED.
Your GED. All right. And can you briefly describe your legal history? Have you ever been arrested, in jail, in prison, or on parole?
I was in prison for 4 years
And what was the cause of you entering prison for 4 years?
selling cocaine.
Selling cocaine. And and what ages did that happen?
From the ages from 18 to 22.
18 to 22. Okay. All right. So about 20 years ago, since you're
Yep.
42, correct? All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Can you briefly describe your health history? Like, have you had any recent surgeries or any health complications? And I'm referring to physical health in this manner.
No, I have not had any health complications yet.
Okay. Can you briefly describe your mental health history? Have you ever been diagnosed with any disorders that can be found in the DSM-5? Or do you show any symptoms of any mental health disorders?
I've been diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
Bipolar disorder. Can you tell me when you received that diagnosis?
14 years ago.
14 years ago, so 42 minus 14. So when you were 28?
Yes.
28. And are you currently taking medication for your
I
bipolar
am.
disorder?
I am not.
And are you currently meeting with like a psychologist?
I used to, but I cannot afford it.
I understand. We might be able to find you some quality psychologist if you're in the program. But we'll discuss that later on. And have you had any suicidal thoughts within the past year or two?
Every day.
Suicidal plans or suicidal attempts?
Every day.
Every day?
Yes.
You have suicidal thoughts every day. Have you had any suicidal plans within the past year or so?
Not successful.
Would you consider that an attempt then?
Yes.
So you had a suicide attempt. How long ago was that? You said it was within a year. Can you be more specific?
8 months ago.
8 months ago. And was this the only suicide attempt in your lifetime?
Yes.
Okay. And the next question is, have you had any form of trauma or trauma-related experiences in your life? And can you briefly describe those?
I was molested as a child by another kid, and I sought counseling after that for a couple years. Other than that, no.
What age did this incident take place?
When I was 13.
13. Okay. All right. And what do you want to get out of this treatment?
To stop using cocaine.
And stop using cocaine. And what to follow up with that? What's some like the life goals you want to gain from this treatment?
I want to get a better job. I want to be sober, and I want to make more money in my profession.
Okay. Well, thank you again for speaking with you. We jotted down all your information, and we'll be contacting you shortly to schedule like your initial appointment. Thank you for this intake. And just to verify, your phone number is 704-878-9692.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And we will contact you shortly to follow up with you.
Thank you.